Welcome to the Robo Samurai channel, and today I'll be doing a review of the Transformers Legacy Kickback. No Decepticon, no nothing. He is a Decepticon, however. And let's take a look at the packaging. You have a seat right there. Don't fall over anymore. Okay, so what we got going on here is the bug mode right here, or beast mode, whatever you want to call it. It's a bug. And then there's Kickback here, and then we have more artwork on the side, and then there's the back. There's a QR code. I will put a link to the QR code, which is basically his biography, tech specs and all this other stuff. This tech spec piece right here that we use a secret decoder red strip of whatever plastic for is not real, but this is real. Anyway, so there's the side, shows all the art, there's the back, and there's this. And then here's the purple instructions, and they look fantastic. Cool. So that's neat. And here is Kickback, and this is pretty cool stuff, man. I'm going to admit to you. Now, usually what you would do here is you would split these here. They're this little accessory. You could split them like this, and you're supposed to mount them on his wings. Okay. So basically there's a little tab on the side here, and you can just kind of, I think tab it in this way. Slots all over these wings, actually, and you can do that and that. I don't really care for this look, so that looks kind of weird to me. Maybe it goes the other way. Maybe it fits this way. Maybe it looks a little better this way, but I don't really care for him still, even in this position here. So that's what it seems unnecessarily bulky. So, and he can hold both of these individually. They are exactly the same piece. They don't tab in anything else. They have little pegs so you can kind of stick them together, and that's how I prefer to have him, is holding the sword of sorts like that. So, I'll go ahead and set that aside. And then there is his gun. Here's the other accessory, and this gun is very much like his G1 gun. They probably copied it for the actual Transformers cartoon as well. It's got some nice purple here and purple there. And you can add things like this to it because it's still got that thing going on there. So very cool. It fits in either one of his hands. You can also put it, if you feel like it, you can tab it in his back, is what the instructions show. So it stores back there if you want to do that. You can put it in any of these peg ports here and there. So there we go. Let's take a look at Kickback himself. And he's actually a really cool figure. I really like this figure. He has all of what you would expect to get out of this. This does not open. Looks like it could, though, huh? Let's get a little focused on this. It looks like it could, and you can kind of see these here have there's the pegs, and then they kind of look like screws, but they're not screws. They're just like, they push them in, and they're supposed to lock in forever. So his head has got a little bit of movement. He can turn all the way around 360, and then these antennae, they move back and forth, individually even. He has he's got the elbow joint, good range here, and I guess you can also say he has like the bicep swivel. Actually, he does have bicep swivel, and he can go all the way out. Both of his arms can go all the way out, and they can rotate entirely all the way around. He has ankle tilts like so, pretty good range. And then he has let's see here, what else does he have? Oh, knees. He's got knees. Isn't that cool? Yeah, knees are neat. So he's got the knees. He can also do the splits, and he can do these splits too. Is that a split, or is this a split? I guess they're both splits. Anyway, he has rotation at the waist, all the way around. Nothing's obstructing it. Here's what the back of the robot looks like. And it looks pretty good. He's got a great Decepticon symbol here. And of course, he has this, the head sculpt's pretty accurate to what we're used to seeing and expect to see. So, and his transformation is very much like his G1 style, his G1 counterpart or the original G1 version. And here he is next to Optimus Prime. By the way, he's kind of big to me. I think this is a big Insecticon, especially when you look at him like against Optimus Prime. I think he's just that's ginormous, man. So let's see here. I happen to have Bulkhead here from the Legacy line as well. I mean, he's just a big Insecticon. That's crazy. So, do I like it? Yeah, I actually like the size. But when I first saw it, I was like, wow, that's big. So, let's get on with the transformation. It's pretty simple, and I really enjoy it. And like I said, it kind of mimics the original G1 transformation. First thing we'll do is turn his head all the way around, and then we'll flip up the antenna like that. And then there's this little panel that you can kind of flip up here. And what it does is it covers his face. Yeah, I'm laughing about it because I think it's kind of funny. So there he goes. And there, it just completes the look. Okay, so there's that. So the next thing we want to do is we want to put these arms, swing them down like this when they're really down. And then swing these wings. We'll swing the wings all the way over here. And this one over here as well. So we're kind of looking at like bug mode. Okay, so now open up this. It kind of splits. And then what we're going to do with the wrist is we're going to flip it around. And it reveals that little guy right there. So whoops. That's a friction joint. And that's how it goes back on. Okay, same thing here. Okay, we'll deal with the rest of the posing that in a minute. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take these here out and back of the legs, pull on this spiny thing, and then pull this down, and then rotate that like that. Okay, do the same thing on this side. Pull this down, down, rotate. Okay, then take these here, the feet, and push them in. Notice they have little pegs too. And then, and then we go like this. And you can kind of get him into a pose. And get him on all whatevers. And there he is. So that's Kickback in his robot. And his, we'll call it Beast Mode, Insecticon Mode, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, he looks really good. Simple transformation. Not too much to it. Nothing else collapses into anything else. This is pretty much it. Yeah, it's very simple in terms of transformation, but I think he looks good. So there's lots of posability options when it comes to these, although I don't know how far how much articulation a grasshopper really needs. Or is he a locust? I mean, he might be a locust. Who knows? Aren't they the same thing anyway? So you've got the gun. You can, let's see here. Can we continue to store it here underneath? Yeah, how about that? So now he's a deadly locust or whatever. And then when you have these little guys here, we can add them to, and we can peg them in on the outside. I think that's what the instructions say. And then you can have this really wicked looking grasshopper locust thing. But yeah, looks like you can add them at different levels too, because there's many different, like this here, see that? So you can add it there and then line this up here if you want them to be kind of stored on there like that. So, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, what do I think of this figure? Well, I think this figure is pretty awesome, actually. I like it. I like how I had it posed originally, so, and I think that, the face cover's kind of okay. It really doesn't lock in or anything, and you can't really turn it when it has the face and the cover in it. The original G1 didn't really have that, so anyway, yeah, I think it's pretty good if you like Insecticons. So, buy a bunch of them. Get a whole bunch of them in troop build. Anyway, so that's what we have going on today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you can, please just subscribe to the channel. It helps me out. It doesn't cost you anything, and I appreciate it very much. I will talk to you guys next time.